Welcome to the channel. So as you can see by the title, it is a video of the Timp 4, a sort of review, an update of the shoe. And I have to say I have good news and bad news. The good news is that my first impressions were pretty much spot on. It is a safe shoe, it is a comfortable shoe, and there's plenty of width, there's plenty of volume, there's plenty of space up front. Soft, well structured, good lockdown. You know, it's all plus points. So I think the majority probably will like the shoe. But that said, I think some of those, well, good points or the first impressions that came through, which were pleasing, I think some of those were, as a bad point, slightly, I guess, underwhelming. I think the shoe, I think I heard from a comment from somebody that they said it just felt a bit underwhelming. And I think that's quite a good way to describe the midsole. It's just a bit, you know, it's soft, it's comfortable, but it's not bouncy or energetic. But then again, it's too much probably midsole to feel the ground as well, so you do lose that ground feel. So it's sort of stuck in a slightly grey mid-zone of not really being one or the other. But this is only my thoughts, and I think maybe, you know, some might find it amazing, some might find it perfect, soft and bouncy, but personally I find a little bit underwhelming, that midsole. The traction is good though. The traction of the outsole I think is definitely better than the Timp 3 and 2. And the other plus points that I said for it being sort of spacious and voluminous is it could be also its downfall, because I mean, I actually have quite a wide foot, quite a voluminous foot, and there's a little, you know, the lockdown's good, but there's quite a little bit of movement in there still, and maybe not on the heel, but just on the forefoot and sort of around that midfoot section. Unless you really get a good lockdown, which is possible, you do have a little bit of movement in the foot, which I probably didn't pick up enough on in my first impressions. But yeah, so that's that in regards to how my thoughts feel from the first impressions. Sorry, my dog is just trying to get into the garden patch. But it's also really particularly hot all of a sudden. So as I said, it's spacious, but I think some might find it almost maybe just a little bit too spacious, maybe just a little bit too. I think it's sort of, they've definitely gone back to sort of the Timp 1.5, where it had just a bit more space. But unfortunately, the Timp 1.5 did feel, I think these are my exact words, a bit boat-like, a bit boatish. So to summarize, and hopefully not paraphrase everything I've just said, but yeah, there we have it. So it's a safe shoe, it's a good shoe, it's well structured, very comfortable, very soft. I think people with a smaller foot, let's say, they might find the lockdown maybe a bit of an issue, and maybe a bit of this overall space just be almost too much. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm just pleased that it is wide enough. It's wider than the Timp 3 and the 2, more space. But again, it's just, I'm not getting the ground feel and the lively sort of feel of the Lone Peak, and I'm not getting the speedier, more energetic feel of the Mont Blanc. It's just seemed to be a very safe, well-structured shoe that's going to accommodate most. Maybe if you've got a slim foot, as I said, you might struggle or just have a bit of an issue there. But that's it really. It's just a pretty safe, easygoing, comfortable, well-structured shoe that I'm pleased that it's just roomy and spacious. So yeah, I'm not sure where it's going to fit in my lineup. Back to another video soon comparing all the new Altra trail shoes that I have, where I'd be using them, and some old ones actually, where I'd be using them and how they fit into my rotation. And for anyone who's remotely interested in what I'm up to, it is currently the Easter holidays and has been for the last week. If you follow me on Strava, you will also see that my treadmill broke, and somehow my daughter seems to have fixed it, but it's a very sporadic sort of fixing system that she has. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. My wife's also been away with work, so I have been kind of just sort of stuck at home. But actually this week, not feeling 100%. My son had just a cold, which I must have picked up and just felt a little bit run down. So maybe it was the universe weirdly looking after me, that I shouldn't be on the treadmill or training. So yeah, it's been a nice, easy rest week. We're only about 50 kilometers done running wise, and a few spins on the bike. But I have actually just got hold of some new pedals for my gravel bike that I'm interested in trying. Thank you very much, Trail Sage, great, awesome channel actually for mountain biking, road biking, whatever, awesome stuff. So if you haven't checked him out, check that out. He's given me some great tips and advice on mountain bikes and trail shoes. Rufus, come on. Also, one more thing, I haven't actually mentioned this before, but on the 11th of May, I have my next race. It is the Race to the Kings, so it's the 100-kilometre race, 11th of May, which involves sort of the South Downs Way, Arundel, Chichester, Bosham. So if any of you have done it, please leave some comments below about what it's like. And if any of you are doing it, yeah, ping me a message and let me know. Right, I will leave it there. So thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do click that like button and subscribe button. Thanks to those who have. And I hope this little update on the Timp 4 has helped. Right, see ya.